Welcome everybody to Green Members Only, y'all. I'm super excited today because we have the one and only ChicaGoGetter with us tonight. Yes. So I want to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. This is an interview, right? So, what's your name? What's your name? What do you go by other than ChicaGoGetter? Is that it? Or?
That's it, ChicaGoGetter. A lot of people be getting my name mixed up saying ChicaGoGetter.
Yeah.
No, I am Chicago's go-getter, but I am ChicaGoGetter. It's only one go on my name, so
okay.
Get it right, don't get it wrong.
All right. Well, that explains a lot. I know people always misspell your name too, right? So it's how you spell it, so everybody can make sure they find you the proper way.
So it's Chicago. Just add getter. So it's ChicaGoGetter. It's 2 G's in my name, 1 go on my name. So and it's all one word, ChicaGoGetter. But if you space it out, you can still find me. That's still me. And if you see any imposters using their name, you already know what time it is. Okay?
Right.
Shout out to Bump J, Chicago Rilla, the real Chicago Rilla.
All right now. So what made you decide to use that name for your stage name?
You know, I was going with the name Young Go-Getter at first, and that name was too broad. You know, getting a little older, had to shed dead weight. And then my name, it was just too many youngs out there at the time. Just like Lils and Youngs. I'm like, I need to separate myself from everybody else. And at that time, when I was changing my name, I had just went down south. Okay. So I was on my representing shit. I was like, you know what I'm saying? So I changed it to ChicaGoGetter. Okay. And I got that from, shout out to Bum J, like I said, he had Chicago Rilla, and I'm like, Chicago Rilla, that's hard. That's almost sound like ChicaGoGetter. And later on, I found out that Kanye had a group called the Go-Getters. And he also had, well, not him, but it was a bunch of Chicago collectives back in that time when Kanye was coming up. I ran into D-Way Davis, and he told me that him, Kanye, and a bunch of other motherfuckers, they was all calling themselves ChicaGoGetters. Because they would be out of town, and they would be the go-getters, and on some shit like that. So that was later on after I was already ChicaGoGetter, passing my shit out. I met him, I passed him my CD. He was like, oh, you ChicaGoGetter, huh? Let me tell you something. He was like, he broke the story down to me. So shout out to D-Ray Davis. That's one of my favorite comedians from Chicago also. All right. One of my favorite comedians, period. You feel me? Shout out to D-Ray.
Yeah. Chi-Town represent.
Facts.
So where are you from, ChicaGoGetter?
I'm from over east.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
East 93rd to be exact. Shout out to Detroit.
Period.
Facts.
That's what's up. So how long have you been doing music?
Oh man. I put out my first project early 2000s. I think it was 2001. Okay. Yeah. My first project came out 2001. Wow. And this was on CD, of course. It was called Lunacy Mob, CTV, Cutthroat Villains. It had 15 tracks on it. I was on a big ass group. You know what I'm saying? And I was one of the guys in the group, and it was going crazy.
So what made you decide to want to rap or be an artist?
Well, I've always been an artist. I started out with the art. I actually started out drawing. Okay. So with me doing the drawing thing, it just slowly, the music was always there. But it just caught me so much that, I just started wanting to paint pictures with my pen, I wanted to paint pictures with my words and just bring people into, I guess, my mind. I had a colorful mind, and I just really stopped drawing. And now I paint pictures with pictures. I actually take pictures, and I actually, do videos and visual effects and stuff like that. So I'm still an artist. I'm still in the arts, but, I'm a musical artist now,
And that's leading into my next question, which is, what other talents do you have?
Other talents I have, okay. Well, like I said, I'm a photographer, a videographer. I got, I have a nice skill set, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm a go-getter, man. I got a bunch of hats. I wear all these hats. I adjust my shit, If I gotta be the light man, I'm gonna be the light man. If I gotta be that person, I'm gonna be that person. If you ain't got a job, make a job. I'm that guy. So
that's right. The name is very fitting for sure.
Right.
How often do you perform live?
I don't perform live often. I do, but I be picking and choosing. You know, because I'm still here on the underground, you know, so it's like, if it don't make sense, I ain't showing up. If, you know, if it don't make sense and I ain't getting paid, probably ain't showing up. If it don't make sense and they ain't giving me no exposure and I ain't, you know what I'm saying, getting put on that pedestal, probably don't show up. Okay. You know, so, you know, I pick and choose where I go perform and who I perform for, and I don't just be popping up at spots, you know what I'm saying? I like to get booked for my shit the proper way, you feel me?
That's what's up.
Yeah, shout out to the team, get used to it. That's what I've been performing with lately. Okay. I've been doing my solo shit for years, but I'm back in the group.
All right.
A group of team members. Shout out to the Get Used to It team. Shout out to Young Rico. Shout out to that boy Spiller. Shout out to Crystal Lejeune, the newest member of Get Used to It. Shout out to the boy ChicaGoGetter. I gotta salute myself.
You have to. Hey. Definitely. So what are some of your goals for not only your music, but for yourself in the next 5 years? What are some of your goals?
Some of my goals. I would like to have a non-profit organization where I'm catering to the youth, teaching them how to be young go-getters, teaching them how to, you know, get in front of the camera, how to get behind the camera, how to operate. You know, I'm good with the editing thing. You know, I just really want to, you know, pass off some of these, you know, some of this mental stuff that I got going.
Okay.
Some of these, you know, tools I done acquired through the years, and, you know, pass them down. It ain't much, but sometimes it's just enough to get you going. So I want to get some guys going. You feel me? Pass them off to the professionals.
That is an amazing goal, because giving back is very, very important. It is definitely. So, you got some music coming out, or you
definitely got music coming out?
Okay, all right. So, what's the name of this project that you're putting out now?
Same project I told you about on the last interview. Project ain't came out. Matter of fact, yes it did. I'm lying to you. You can find All Out everywhere right now. Yes. Free nights and weekends. Hey, that shit going crazy.
You know what? When I was blessed to be able to attend the listening party.
You feel me? The listening party went crazy.
It was really, really, really exciting to hear all of the music before everybody else. But I'm excited because, you know, it was just like every single song was a hit. So, what made you put this particular project together the way that you did? Because it was very unique.
Well, the project, I put it together at the title, and you know, the title is Free Nights and Weekends. And Free Nights and Weekends is really a mood, it's a vibe, it's a way of life. And that's how I look at the word Free Nights and Weekends. You know, Free Nights and Weekends was some shit, you know, it still go on today.
Yeah.
It started at 7 back in the day, but now it started at 9. Matter of fact, it's unlimited minutes, right?
Look, wait a minute.
But look,
Free Nights and Weekends.
They do. They still got Free Nights and Weekends. I looked it up. But the thing about Free Nights and Weekends, the term, the word, this is like, it make your mind think back, like if you was, you know, around back in the day when Free Nights and Weekends came out. It made you feel good to have them Free Nights and Weekends. Like, oh, it's turned. I can talk all night. You feel me? Like you went from having 60 minutes on your phone, only got 120 minutes for the whole week. I gotta wait till my weekend, my Free Nights and Weekends came. I had that mode in my head, like I want that old feeling back. You know what I'm saying? Like, so with that mind state, I always needed the right music to come out with that. And I always had to be in the right mind state to come out with that feeling. I'm in that right mind state, and I met with the right producer. His name King J. Shout out to King J, my boy. I linked up with him, and man, we've been linking ever since. And we did numbers last year with this song called "How With You." Me and Brittany P. Then right after that song, you know, we dropped a bunch of other songs together, and it was just me on the songs. So shout out to King J once again for the Beauty and the Beats project. That's out everywhere. I'm all over that project. I hollered at him. I'm like, bro, we should do a whole project with you just producing my shit. Like with you producing every track and coming with your flavor. You feel me? So he gave me his flavor, and that flavor is Free Nights and Weekends.
I am absolutely loving Free Nights and Weekends. Make sure you guys check that out. It's available on all streaming platforms. Seriously. I mean, it's one of those no skips.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm very critical when it comes to music, and so I am highly impressed.
I appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. How did you feel people would receive your music?
This project?
Well, anything that you put out, how do you feel people will receive it? Or do you even consider others when you're creating?
I consider them, but I gotta like it first.
Okay.
So after I like it, you know what I'm saying, I try to, you know, put my sauce on it to the point where other people are like it, try to do different little current things, like, but I really ride my own wave, and I really don't try to focus on whether they gonna like it. I try to just do me to the point where people will see the authenticness, and they'll see and they'll feel the vibe, you feel me? Because it's like, you know, if I ain't feeling it, how you gonna feel it? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I feel like the people gonna feel it because I feel it, you know? And I got different beats on this project where it's, on this project alone, it's like, it's a familiar vibe. You know, different beats, they sample, you know what I'm saying? He put his own twist to the, you know, production. So it really brought my style out on some, you know, I don't know, it feel like I went backwards as far as like with the flow. Not backwards, but like, when I say backwards, I'm talking about like the essence of hip hop type flow.
Okay,
like,
all right,
boom back type, you know.
Okay.
Straight, boom.
Taking it back to the source. Yeah, right, all right. Foundation.
Especially with the beats. So the beats allow me to, you know, switch my flow up a little bit and, you know, go there.
I love it. I love it. I'm excited.
If you know my style, I'm a little wordy with the words. I be putting a lot of words in there and shit. So.
All right. All right. Well, where can we find your music? I know you have plenty of music out there. Not just free nights and weekends, but I typed in ChicaGoGetter and I was like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Not only do you have a lot of
rabbit hole.
Man, I was like, wow, you got a lot of music out here. Like, wow. So if you looking to, you know, for a playlist, he got his own specifically. You don't even got to put nobody else in it.
Hey, tap in. I'm waiting to get a track with Crystal Lejeune flat out.
It's coming soon.
Stay tuned.
Seriously.
See us on one of them big stages.
Yes.
The big one.
Not one of those, but one of those. And if you tune in to Free Nights and Weekends, you're going to know exactly what we talking about when we say that, okay?
Facts.
So, where can we find your music?
You can find my music everywhere. You can find it everywhere. Anywhere that music is sold, you can find my music.
Okay.
Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, Deezer, whatever that is.
Right.
All them weird little sites. Just type in ChicaGoGetter or just Google ChicaGoGetter. Wherever music is sold, man, I'm gonna pop up.
Right, and you have music, you have videos.
Oh, for sure.
He's a videographer, a photographer.
For sure.
He is a director. Yeah. He is multi-talented, guys. He's a multipreneur, is what we like to call them, multipreneurs. And so I am so happy that I was able to interview you because, you know, I know you're a very busy man. You know what I mean? So thank you again for taking some time out to come and chill with the Green members. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you. It's nice in here too. I like this spot.
Thank you.
Yeah. Looks and Styles, right?
Yep. Looks and Style, 332
y'all.
East 75th Street in Chicago, guys. So
hey, I'm ChicaGoGetter. I approve of this spot.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you all so much for tuning in as well. And stay tuned for the next episode of Green Members Only.
Hey.
Peace, love, and big old hugs.
Hey.
Now I be viewing it, and I be constantly pursuing it. Not too much talking, be moving it. No matter how you construing it. All my moves major, no minor shit. Love when they doubt, I be proving it. Fuck what they heard, niggas saw shit.